two don't stop eating. I mean, working and working. I'm going to keep this show long. Coming to the stage, this guy's a funny, young and up-and-coming comic. Give it up for Nolan B. Let him hear it, everybody. You're the best.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Hey, saw you guys on the way in. Where are you from? Holland. Holland, really? That's cool. I once dated a girl from Holland. I brought her up on the 4th of July. And if I can make a recommendation, if you get the chance, date someone from another country on an American holiday. Because they have no idea what the traditions are. It's awesome. You're like, no, we always kiss under the flag. Welcome to New York. Welcome. I just moved here myself. It's kind of rough because I'm totally broke right now. I mean entirely broke. Like, I'm the kind of broke where like, if I joined a gym, I'd have to go on a diet out of necessity. No, I'm looking for a job right now. I'll just say that I'm pre-job. A friend of mine says post-job. It's hard to tell who's the optimist. You think this was usually when I was a kid, you know? Like, when I was a kid, all I cared about was video games. That was it. I remember I had a PlayStation, a Super Nintendo, and 2 older brothers. So at least I got to watch a lot of video games. You know, when you were a kid, you watch a lot of video games that messes with your mind. Like today, I'll be watching shows on TV and I'll go, it's a good show, but it could use more gold coins and mushrooms. Unless I'm watching Entourage. I remember being a kid and watching video games, but that wasn't all we ever did. A lot of times my brothers and I would play make-believe. Anyone here play make-believe when they were little? Yeah, no one's acting like they're like, no, I don't know. Well, I remember one time we were playing and my oldest brother said, alright, I'll be a wolf because I'm kind. Then my other older brother said, I'll be cheetah because I'm fast. And I got excited. I said, what am I? And they said, you can be gorilla. And I went, what? Why gorilla? And they said, well, because you're like a person, but bigger. Well, you have to know, I've been this size since I was about 11, and actually lost weight. Yeah, I put a visual image in there with the arms. When you're a kid, you always get those little pamphlets. In American school, they always give you a pamphlet, and there's a couple pages of animal facts in the back. And when you're a big kid, those animal facts are your only comfort. Because you can read them and go, okay, I'm growing at a normal rate. Just not for a person. If I was a baby whale, I'd be right on track. I like animals. I don't like every animal. I don't like cockroaches. I don't think anyone likes cockroaches. I found out recently the song La Cucaracha is not about like a cockroach, but actually about a Mexican soldier who wants a roach, a marijuana roach, before he starts fighting. And that explained a lot, because every time I hear someone sing Cucaracha, they always sound stoned. You know? It's always like, La Cucaracha, La Cucaracha, la 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 la. Every time, right? I like animals, I like dogs. When you're a kid, everyone wants a dog too, you know? And they say to the parents, they have a dog. And the parents say, you know, you're gonna have to feed it, and clean it, take it for walks. And you say, yeah, I know. But what parents should tell their kids is that those are the only things you can do with a dog. You can tie your legs, you know? And kids are always like, no, I'll teach you tricks, I'll teach you tricks. But the thing is, you're 9. You can't even teach yourself to stay. I like this audience, good, good. Like I said, I like animals. I have a favorite animal. My favorite animal is my spirit animal, the gorilla. I even have a favorite gorilla. I say that when people will like yell out their favorite gorillas too. So I'm going to name every possible gorilla. Here we go, ready? First of all, King Kong. I don't like King Kong. The problem with King Kong is I think he has unrealistic goals, you know? Like he always goes after that little blonde girl. But nothing's going to happen there. You know? Like even if he doesn't manage to get her, like how's he going to get any kind of satisfaction? You know? You're going to have to use her as a suppository. There's McGill. No, she's not yet. My favorite gorilla, which is Coco the gorilla. Coco the gorilla, if you don't remember, is the gorilla they taught sign language to back in the 80s. And if you're wondering, yes, she is still alive. And that makes this topical. So I can still do it. Alright, Coco the gorilla is cool because Coco the gorilla is, you know, they taught her sign language. But the thing is, they taught her sign language so they could learn more about language. So they taught a gorilla, an animal with no language, about a language so they could learn more about language. How does that make any sense? It's like teaching a bear arithmetic to learn more about math. What are they going to learn? Like, apparently 2 + 2 = roar. Excellent. That's my pun quote of the day. I'm trying to get even 1. You know, if you get the laugh, I know it was a good outing. Whatever. So yeah, New York. I was in New York the other day, and I got approached by a Hasidic Jew bum. Apparently, beggars can be chosen. I get approached by bums a lot, and I didn't know why until I realized it was because I carry a backpack. You know, most people in the city don't. At least during the summer they do, not during the winter. And when you have a backpack on, bums always ask if you're carrying something for them. You know, it's the oddest thing. And the reason I carry a backpack is because I'm in school right now, and I just managed to get into the school I wanted to get into. I was very proud. For a long time, I couldn't get into any schools. Like, I tried to get into the state school, and they turned me down, which really sucks, because it's kind of like being told you're too stupid to go to a football game. You know? Like, what? The correct answer is we have school spirit? I'll try and get into spirit. The one thing we learned at a community college, you can't learn at a real college, is to never call it a real college in front of a community college professor. They don't like that, yeah. It's because a community college professor is someone who's living a lie. You know? The last thing they want to do is remind them, whenever I tell this, there's always one community college professor in the room was like, he's never getting in to the Massachusetts High. He was saying, the community college teacher is someone who's living a lie. You know? They basically like pretending to play teacher in front of 20 people who are just barely playing student. Right, you understand. But like I said, the bum. We got approached by a bum, and he said, you know, do you have any money? And I don't have any money because I do this. But I said, I have a sandwich. Do you want to have a sandwich? He went, no, I can't eat that. It's not kosher. And I spoke before I could think. I said, what are you talking about? You can't be picky. And the bum exploded on me. He really did. He said, what do you mean I can't be picky? I was a Marine. I killed people for you. Which is weird, because I don't remember asking him to do that. You know? He was wearing a yarmulke and 2 plastic bags of shoes. I'm pretty sure I would have remembered that conversation. And I've never asked anyone to kill anyone, you know? Especially not a Jewish person. They had it so rough. You know? Every major tragedy with the Jewish that was receiving in. Like, even their food had it very hard. Take the bagels, alright? Right? Bagels had it very rough, you know? Like, most breakfast foods have like an eggs get scrambled, toasted, burnt. But bagels are the only food that get cut in half and then burnt. All this after they come out of an oven. That's my time, all right.
Remember Nolan B, everybody, let's hear it. I just want you guys to know that there's Jello shots. How are your Jello shots? Are they delicious?